If you want to understand where plastics demand is headed, start by looking at the US consumer. Household spending accounts for about two-thirds of the US economy, making it one of the best indicators of where the plastics industry may be headed next. As we enter the third quarter, the latest economic data point to an economy that continues to grow, although consumers may have become more cautious. In the first quarter, inflation-adjusted consumer spending rose just 0.5%, the slowest pace in 3 years. Yet the economy still expanded at 2.1% annual rate because of stronger business investment and government spending offset weaker household spending. The second quarter tells a similar story. Disposable personal income declined in April before recovering modestly in May, and consumer spending followed the same pattern. At the same time, the labor market remained healthy, adding more than 170,000 jobs in both April and May. Those gains likely supported household income heading into June. Inflation, however, remains the wild card. Although energy prices have eased in recent weeks, higher prices continue to pressure household budgets and could limit discretionary spending in the months ahead. At the same time, the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Survey improved by 10% in June from May, suggesting that households are becoming somewhat more optimistic. Even so, the outlook remains constructive. The Philadelphia Fed survey expects the economy to have grown about 2.1% in the second quarter, while the Atlanta Fed's GDP Now model projects growth closer to 2.5%. Even in a growing economy, growth is rarely uniform. Some plastics manufacturers and processors will experience stronger demand, while others may continue to face softer orders, depending on the end markets they serve. That's why looking beyond the headline GDP number is so important. Our monthly estimate shows that plastics demand remained above 23 billion in both March and April after adjusting for inflation. The underlying trend has remained remarkably stable, suggesting that demand has held up well despite ongoing economic uncertainty. As we finalize our next plastics quarterly forecast, we'll continue to monitor the economic indicators that matter most to the plastics industry and translate macroeconomic developments into actionable insights for plastics manufacturers and the broader supply chain. I'm Perc Pineda, Chief Economist of the plastics industry, and thank you for watching.